Well, look who's back. Next level. Real Estate Ladies Rock. Everybody, whoever is on site, on deck today, welcome to Table Talk. I am your host, Cecelia Bell here, and I'm so excited today. It seems like I haven't seen you guys for a long time, and I just thought about it. I know why, because it was the 4th of July last Thursday, and we did not come to the floor. We were all outside, as I say, having a great time with family and friends. So welcome back. It is an honor to be in your presence today. So I just want to share with you guys today a little bit of information before I get my special guest on. We are getting ready for our summit. So if you guys have not seen it, please plug into that. It should be advertised now. And so we're looking for you to invite your family, your friends, your church folks, your neighbors. Bring everybody in. We want everybody to experience this opportunity. And we are also looking for club members. So if you desire to do anything in real estate, I don't care if it's rentals, commercial, development, flip, Airbnb, wholesaling, whatever it is, we have it right here for you. So because it's just 30 minutes today, as always, I'm going to talk with my special guest, and I'm going to bring them on shortly. But I want to just say a few things about this young couple here. They actually came to a meetup that we had a couple months ago, and they sat quietly, kind of like in the middle of the floor, and they just kind of looked around. And I tell you, after the session was over, I had a quick chat with them, but I knew they were special. I knew that they were a power couple. I knew they was going to do something, and they did. I think they may have done some real estate in the past. I think the wife is a real estate agent, and the husband, Mr. Walker, is an entrepreneur by trade, so he probably does a lot of stuff. But I tell you one thing, they hit the ground running when they came into this space, and they found a couple of things, and I want them to tell you about that. But for now, I'm going to bring them on because they just nailed it. 35K in 30 days. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So without further delay, come on the floor, guys. The Walkers are here. Hey, guys, where are you? The Walkers are here. So let me see if I can do something today. There they are. Hey. They're here. My little Michelle Obama, Barack. They're here. How are you guys doing today?
Amazing.
We're doing good. How are you?
I am having the best day of my life, as Coach Ella would say. And so I'm excited about you guys for more than one reason, because you guys are a young power couple, and family man, baby. How's the baby?
He's 4.
4 years old. Okay, about to buy your first house. Killing it. So you guys came to the meetup, and you saw something in it for yourself. And I don't know if this whole conversation with the person that you actually got this wholesale deal was already in the works, but you didn't say that. But whatever happened, it happened, and the rest is history. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about what happened when you left the club meeting that night, because I know you came to the sessions in the morning and so forth. So I know Craig Woods was very instrumental in helping you guys really light that fire to that flame. And then here we go, right? Okay, so Mr. Walker, take it away. Or Miss Bree, take it away. Don't matter.
Definitely, I'll go ahead and start off. So yes, we it's so funny that how we're very church going and things of that nature. So we really got into church, and so we started donating our services, and it became a part of the ministry and things of that nature. And then as we were doing that, we were kind of thinking about our careers, our real estate career, what we wanted to do. When we started dating, we've been married for 6 years, dating for 9. And so when we first started dating, we talked about what our future looked like. We always knew that real estate was what we're going to do. So I've dabbled in real estate, in the past. But before, it's been about 10 years since this my last like transaction, and this one, so the one we just did in my last previous transaction. So it's been about 10 years. So
Uh-huh.
and especially now that we were dating and things of that nature, we already knew that real estate was going to be um our our
Our way to
our way
financial
our way to
freedom.
financial freedom and generational wealth.
Hmm.
So
Right.
and so once we got back to the church, we knew that, hey, look, now we got to really get back into what we talked about in our dating life and stuff like that as well. And so I already knew. So she's been already been an agent, so she's been doing really well, um, for the past 3 years,
Yeah.
3 4 years, about 3 years, and
Three
she's been
years.
just yes, she's been doing strictly buy and sell listings and this and that nature. I already
Right.
knew that once I get into it, I wanted to be more on the investing side, and
So
so
you are you saying you didn't want to get a license, Miss Walker? You wanted to be the investor, the
well,
wholesaler guy, maybe the flip guy. You wanted to be
yeah.
that guy.
I wanted to be. I did want to get a license only because I knew I can help her too.
Kudos.
But mainly, I already knew what my main focus wanted to be is the investing side, whether that's the wholesaling, the fix and flips, even like the tax liens and non-performing mortgage notes and all that type of stuff. I always wanted to get into that part.
So let's go straight to the deal. Let's talk
Mhm.
about the deal. Was that a relationship that kind of got together, or you just stumbled upon that, or was it somebody in church that said something? How did that deal that you made $35,000 in 30 days? And I remember because I went
Mhm.
to the house with you. And
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't see it, I don't see it. Wholesale flip. I don't know about this. But anyway, you said, and then you kept going. So how did that who connected you with that family? Because you guys helped them. You see, when we are in this space, we all if we're coming from a spirit of service, it's always about how can we help them. And by design, I'm gonna just go ahead real quick with this guy. By design, God blesses you. You don't have to worry about money. It just kind of falls in your space. Okay.
Mhm.
And it seems like that's what you said because you started off saying the whole church thing, the family. So that
Mhm.
deal in was it Capitol Heights?
Yep, Capitol Heights.
So how did that family come to you?
Yeah, wonderful.
So to answer your question, it was God's plan, literally. So
Yep,
we
yep.
came to the seminar that you guys had. We came,
The
I
meetup.
believe it was Wednesday,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
we talked to you on the phone the next day. The
Yep.
very next day, we had an agent who we have a past relationship with reach out to us about this deal. So we
Okay,
didn't have
so I'm gonna get excited. So it's a few of us on the call. That's the real estate agent. You heard what she said. She said a real estate agent called us, and then here we go. A real estate agent
Mhm.
now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm telling.
Mhm.
There's something here. Okay, go ahead.
And so essentially, she gave me an overview of what her situation was. And she was like, I need an investor. I don't know what to do with the deal because
Mm-hmm,
of them being behind on their mortgage and they already got their foreclosure notice and things like that.
mm-hmm.
So that's when I was just like, this is divine. Like, there is no way that we just attended this meetup.
Mhm.
That's
Just
next level.
connected
That's
with.
next level. That's what we do. We sting you with the next level mindset, and you just go out there and say, who am I going to help today? Who am I going to help? Okay, and she was that person.
Yes, yep. And yeah, so it's like we were connected with the by far best group of people who could have helped navigate us, through this transaction.
Mhm.
Okay, and so you came to the club. Your husband pitched the deal in the group because at next level members share what they have going on. It's called the 7 daily wins, and it's 7 daily tasks that we are supposed to do every day. And that kind of just ignites the fire. It gets us going. It gets our mindset in the right place. And so what happened with that? Once you came and you started looking, and then this family needed your help, you knew then that you might be onto something, and you came back to the group, you shared it with the group, and then I said to you, I'm going to go with you to the house, and we did. And how
Mhm.
many? What was like 5 of the group members?
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of walked it, we unpacked it, we was outside, we went out back, out front, basement, and then you said, okay, this could be a wholesale deal. Because I was like, the numbers are tight, Mr. Walker. And
Mm-hmm.
so we looked at it, and I want to bring it up on the screen, and I'm gonna let you guys walk me through it because I don't know what happened after I
Mm-hmm.
walked away, but you kept going and you did this flyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so the flyer um, spoke to the after repair value,
Mm-hmm.
the repairs, and then what the cost of the estimated cost of repairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pitched it online.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
talk
So
to me about
yes.
that.
So
Mm-hmm.
definitely. So once we went to go see the property, we kind of did like our own due diligence first. Seeing what properties of that current condition would those sell for, and then
Mm-hmm.
what properties of the ARV are selling for. So that kind of told us what we needed to buy it at, and what we can possibly sell it at, and see if there was a deal there. So if the numbers made sense, we moved forward. So
Okay.
after we did our own like due diligence to see, if the numbers made sense, we took an offer to the sellers, and we wanted to say, look, if we were to take this property off your hand, this is what we were looking to buy it at,
Mm-hmm.
and if that works, we can move forward and close, in less than 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we went to do that. They accepted they accepted our deal. We did a letter of intent.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to go see them on May 27th. We
Mm-hmm.
had it ratified May 28th, right? May 28th.
So the investor that wind up purchasing this, because was this your first wholesale deal, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so it was the first wholesale deal. You approached
Hmm.
the owner. You got the contract signed by the owner, and then
Hmm.
you brought it to a group. And then after that, you went and took it and started promoting it on
Hmm.
social media. And
Hmm.
sometimes investors have a different motivation to do deals, and they don't really care about what their net profit is going to be. And so, what I might say no to because of my level of experience and all that I've done, someone else will say yes. They don't.
Hmm.
It's okay if they make $25,000. And then for some of us, well, not so much. We're gonna go do something else. But you guys was able to help the sellers get out, give them what they wanted. Enough meat was on the bone for you to get how much of a payday?
35, 35.5. 35.5.
I love it. I love it, man. I love this. I love these stories. These are the stories that warm my heart because we are helping our people
Hmm.
get to the other side of the street and changing people's income. And then you get this motivation level, and you get this fire burning in your belly, and you just keep going, and that hustle becomes so real, that grind becomes so hard, and then you off to the races, and it just becomes better, more deals, etc. So you got it under contract, you
Hmm.
wholesaled it to an investor, and then
Hmm.
how long did it take from the time you did the seller's signature, finding your end buyer, which was your rehab person, to get to
Hmm.
settlement? How long was
So
that?
so we we got it on the contract with the sellers May 28th. We had a ratifying contract with the investor June 3rd. So it was maybe less than a week. Is that?
Uh-huh.
And then settlement was June 15th.
June 15th.
Hmm.
Okay. That's a big deal, guys.
Hmm.
That's a big deal. Oh my goodness. I love that. So 35,000, shoot, that's somebody's like, I'm
And
just
so
saying,
this is
ain't no
so this
selling.
I would consider this more of this was a home run deal for us, because not only were we able to make the assignment fee too, we were able to help the sellers as well on the sales side where we made money as well. They needed
How
help with the
so?
moving, so they need help with moving and storage and stuff like that. So what I did is I did a pair of clothes for them, with a percentage, a markup. So that I came out of pocket and paid for those stuff up front for them, and then they paid me back a settlement. So I got paid on the seller side as well,
Two
and then
times.
not to mention I did really good with the communication, going back with the investor, and so he's giving me the list back.
Oh, now that's sweet.
Yep. So he's giving
Once
me
he
the
goes in, he
yep,
rehabs it, he's gonna allow you to list it. So
yep. He go
you got three paychecks
mhm,
in,
of
with
one.
one family with one house.
Hmm.
I love it. That's a home run. You got a bag. That's a home run. Y'all
Right.
hear what he said? 3 paychecks in one home. So, Mr. Walker, Mrs. Walker, tell me what you think we as investors should be doing to pick up or possibly pick up or look for deals like this. What should we be doing? What should we say to our audience that we need to do? And I already know the answer to what you're going to say, but I'm going to just say anyway. What should we be doing daily to get a deal like this? What should we be doing?
The phone calls. Definitely.
Curry Woods, where
But
you at?
yo, definitely the phone calls, and also, networking. Who you know. Sometimes it's about who you know, and then also the consistency part of it. I feel like you have to be consistent and keep going over, and do things repetitively in order for the opportunities to come. So consistently making phone calls, consistently out there networking and speaking to other people, other agents, people in
Mm-hmm.
the store. You never know. You might walk by somebody, hey, look, I'm going through this. Can you help? And see how you can help. And so it's funny that the helping situation with this is like, so even after closing, I was still had so um the sellers didn't have like a place to go and stuff like that after we went there. So I put them in a hotel. I made sure that so I put them in a hotel while they was transitioning and finding a place
Mm-hmm.
to some listings for some rentals. I think they may found something from what I sent them as well. So
Good.
just not to not only just helping them with the financial part, but also afterwards, helping them find a place to go. They were elderly, so just making sure they wasn't out on the streets, was a great, portion, of the whole deal as well.
And that's what sets the Walkers apart from other investors. The level of care that we need to have when we move in this space for others, it just gets bigger and bigger and better for you, and it's a win-win for both parties. And I tell people, win-win or no deal. You just didn't say, oh, let me get your house, and then you
Hmm.
get the house and you think, okay, you're on your own, go find your place to stay, go get your moving truck, go get your storage bin. It seems like what you're saying to us is that you help them in every step. In addition
Hmm.
to the wife being a realtor, finding them something that they could afford because they're going to have some money, and then getting them into a place so when you close the door, your conscience is clear with, I'm just
Hmm.
saying, God,
Yep.
baby, and you can
Yeah.
move on. Say, I did a good thing for somebody, and
Yeah.
you will continue to be blessed. So kudos to you
Hmm.
guys for not just saying, okay, we're out. No, we're going to keep going until we help these people and we see them to where they need to be so they have a roof over their head and they're comfortable. And they make
And
money too, right?
Yep, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Also wanted to, take the time to give a special shout out to you guys, the group and Mr. Woods. Without you guys' support and level of helping us walk through, we felt that there was a sense of security, with doing this deal because of you guys. And so we want to thank you. We also want to let everyone know, we want to make a donation. We're going to donate a percentage of
Ah,
our proceeds.
I love that right there. So you're saying to me that you're going to donate a portion of your proceeds to Unity in the Community. That's the nonprofit um, organization that drives to help homeless veterans.
Yes.
Well,
Mhm.
Pastor Darby, Dr. Darby, and Coach Ella are going to be thrilled to know that you guys are going to do that, and I'm grateful, and I know Curry Woods would be too. So you guys will continue to be blessed for that because that's a big deal. And I don't know what you guys are doing on Saturday because there's an event on Saturday that they're having in Oxon Hill. Maybe you can swing by, drop off those coins, and it's going to be a better day.
Yeah. So,
You got that bag, Mrs. Walker and Mrs.
mhm.
Walker. So that's a good thing. So let's talk about the second deal. Where did that
Mhm.
deal come? Because you seem like to me you got it quickly after you had the other one under contract. Or did you go to settlement before that? And did you continue to market after you got that
Mhm.
deal locked down? Did you just sit there and say, oh, I'm good now? Or did you say, oh, I got to keep the hustle on? I got to keep the
Mhm.
grind on. What did you
I
do?
mean, yeah, definitely. So immediately, once we got the contract for the investment side on the Suitland property, I immediately started, making the phone calls and and working the probate list.
Ah,
And
the
and
probate
so
list.
yeah, so this one was a deal from the probate list, from the son who the mom passed away in St. Mary's County.
Mm-hmm.
So they did an estate sale. We where we're at now. They were agreed to sign the letter of intent. It's been a lot of going in back and forth, just trying to catch up with them. They've been on vacation and things of that nature, but they did give express, they want to move forward and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so but it just came from, working the probate list, making phone calls, and yeah, just building, touching base, staying in touch, with people, and yeah, just trying to keep it going, trying to see how we can help.
So let's
And
talk
what
about this probate list. Okay, Miss Walker, please. You gonna say something?
I will say is my biggest thing is this one, his follow up game is strong. And that's really, I feel like, how he secures things. Like, that's how he
Mhm.
secured that second
Mhm.
one. And then with this one, I feel like if he didn't continue his follow up with the St. Mary's,
Mhm.
that it's just, people pushed on the back of their to do list, but he has an amazing follow up. And
Mhm.
so,
Mhm.
no, that's what I was going to say. Was for me to say that's what I would say to the investors in the group is your follow up has to be consistent.
Curry speaks about that all the time. I don't know if you guys attended the 4-hour session he did a couple Saturdays ago, but he speaks to the money is in the follow up, and
Mhm.
he was also saying that by this being, what quarter is this? Is this going into the third quarter? He was saying that right, yeah, everybody that you spoke to in January, this is the time to push those leads back into the forefront and start calling them again and reminding them that you spoke to them in January, reminding them that they said call you back, or even if they did, I'm just checking in with you to see if anything changed. you know
Mhm.
that's a script for me. I'm just calling to see if
Mhm.
anything changed, how can I help you? Or do you know of anyone that I can help? So absolutely, Miss Walker, the
Mhm.
money is in the follow-up. It is. Miss Walker. So right now, we're looking at deal number 2. So
Mhm.
let's talk about this whole lead generation thing. Let's talk about that probate list. The probate list, did you buy this list offline? Did you attract another investor and they told you about the list and said they were having some successes? What did you do to get the list? How did you get it?
Definitely. So, I remember. So back when I was doing in the real estate uh world before, um, about 10 years ago, I used to, the deals that came back then were through probate. So it's just something that like a comforter, just going back to what I know, trying to get things going. So when to originally to build the list again, I went down to the courthouse and I got some from the computer first, just to see how the process was. And then I ultimately found out you can do it online. You can have access to all the counties online. You got to pay, but they're like a couple cents on the dollar. So
Mhm,
so now that I knew that the process of how to do it online,
mhm,
just going through the list, getting the information they do have on there and seeing if there are any deals and then giving them calls, establishing a list. So a lot of times you don't know when it comes to probate, you have to figure out what's the actual resident, what's the actual resident, which one are you that's up for the estate, and who is the PR, and if they have other heirs and things of that nature. So the main thing is not to really try to find and get something on the contract at that point, just trying to touch base, see if there is any interest, and with that process, it's like, okay, you can either get cussed out or you're gonna find some interest, you know.
you get cussed out.
Yeah,
Cuss
so
me
it
out
depends.
for
Yeah, yeah,
35,000. You can cuss me out
yeah,
every day. All
yeah,
day. You
yep,
call it.
yeah, yeah. I take that. I'm like, okay,
Call
I'm
it.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to see if I can help, and just coming at them with, because it is a sensitive, topic, losing a
Yeah.
loved one, the houses, you got memories and all different type of stuff. You got other people involved, so it is sensitive. So I understand, but I definitely have the thick skin to be like, okay, all right, I got to just move to the next one.
Because some
Right.
people
Because
need help with
Hmm.
it. They don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
They might have never even owned a home before.
hmm exactly.
and
And with
you also.
sensitivity, I say,
Hmm.
say Miss Walker.
You're right. No, I was saying you also come across people who live in a different state, and they don't want, or they don't want any responsibilities to the property, so they need help. So there
Hmm.
are people that actually need your help. So that's why I keep going.
Keep going. You keep calling.
Hmm.
So now that you have the probate list, do you do any other type of lead generating during the day, or what's your schedule like? Speak to your schedule a little bit about when you make the phone calls. And I tell people you can make your phone calls morning, afternoon, evening, but just make the calls, make the follow up calls, and get the database going so that you can remember to call from a calendar. So what is
Hmm.
that like for you guys?
Definitely. So with me being us, we're entrepreneurs. So actually have a photography, videography, and event rental business as well.
Uh-huh.
So usually, so to be able to be consistent and be able to consistently make those phone calls, we have to be scheduled and prioritize. So what we do, I kind of like prioritize different tasks. So for example, if I need to follow up some emails and stuff, I'll do that in the morning, and then I'll set a block of time to do just that and just focus on just that. So nothing else. I'm sorry, nothing else other than just making phone calls or sending out emails and touching base for that block of time. So and then that way it's focus time, and that way I can kind of make sure that at the end of the day these things are being done. Because if you don't, the day will get watched by, like, man, I meant to make them phone calls. Like, man, I meant to call this person back. Man, I meant to email this person. So you have to actually be intentional and schedule out, certain time and time period. That's what works for me. It could work be different for someone else, but being intentional and scheduling out time to actually touch base and make sure that you are doing those things works for me.
So you're saying time blocking is everything.
Time block, yeah, time.
Consistency,
Hmm.
consistency, picking up the phone, setting that time. And it could be whatever time that you can do it. But just make sure that you do it before you go to bed at night. So that makes,
Hmm.
if you put something out there and you keep throwing your rod out there into the pond, you keep throwing your rod out there, that at some point somebody's gonna bite and you're gonna reel it in. And that seemed like, what happened with the probate deal. Okay.
Hmm.
Right? Because those are out of state families that rent here or have property management companies here that take care of their properties. But when their loved ones, go up to glory, as I say, now they have to make a decision. What are we going to do? We're going to
Hmm.
sell, or we're going to, and most times the answer to that is they do sell, right?
Hmm.
And we need to be right there to help them. And so I like what you said. So my next project, I'm going to get you to come over and do some photo shooting for me, because I do business with people who do business with me. And if
Hmm.
you next level and you have a a photography company, well, guess what? I'm gonna be working with you guys now. So I'm just saying that's how I do business. I work with my own, and like I said, I do business with people who do business with me. Okay, so now what do you want to say? This is the last 3 minutes of the call about this business next level. And like I said, I'm grateful that you guys are going to donate to the nonprofit. That just warms my heart. So God's going to continue to bless you guys. I love that. Giving back makes me happy. And I do it
Hmm.
all the time. I think I probably give away more than I keep. You know what I'm saying? Helping
Hmm.
people, right? So closing remarks, guys. What would you say to our audience today about what they need to do when we hang up this phone, especially my investors, but especially my real estate agents, because right now it's a different market for us. I think we're coming back this way, but it's been hard for a lot of us in this real estate buy and sell real estate for a while now. And some of
Hmm.
us have had to go back to work. Some of us has had to use some of our retirement funds. Some of us had to like go deeper into our savings. Some of us, I'm just saying, real talk. And so, what are you going to say? Because this whole thing with next level is everything real estate investing. There's something here for everyone. We always want to be thinking about our future, our legacy, retirement. I'm on this big thing now about retirement because I see so many people, especially real estate agents, that have not prepared for that. And this right here, making $35,000 in 30 days, that's a big deal. Suppose you do that a few times a year. You can just go sit down if you wanted to. What would you
Hmm.
say to what would you say to our audience today about how they, as my old broker said, how do they plug in? How do they be purposeful? How do they be consistent? Because that is the key
Mhm.
to everything in this space is consistency. What do we need? What do we need to be doing?
Definitely, I would use the term "scared money don't make any money." So,
Ah.
if if you with being a part of Next Level, they it gave us a sense of peace and support. So,
Mhm,
for example, if this deal was to come and I was scared to do or make any type of moves, that 35,000 would have went right straight down the drain because the people would have lost their house. They would have
mhm,
lost, they wouldn't have made money. They wouldn't be able to
mhm,
move forward. Their credit would have been messed up. So,
mhm,
but I wasn't scared. So I wasn't.
mhm,
I was like, I either way that how this deal would have went is either I would have learned the lesson
mhm,
or it would have been out profitable. And thank God, for you guys and God that it worked out, the best way, a home run, the best way it could. I don't think there's nothing else we could have done better than do that. But also to mention, like you said, there's different type of investors. So we did get an offer for almost 215 from an investor, so 215,000 from a buy and hold investor. So
mhm.
like you said, there's different people that wanted to do it from different things. So if we would say we would have took that offer, that would have been I can't even do the math. But
It don't work, right? Don't work.
yeah, and so we did get that opportunity, but now we got the ability to we made money, we established our name, our credibility. We established a cash buyer list,
Mhm,
where we said now we have a list of over 30 people that reached out to us, or I want to say more, that were cash buyers in the area who buy properties just like this. And
mhm,
so now when I get another deal, it's probably gone even faster. So I would say to the group, don't be scared. Trust your gut, trust your instinct. Don't force the deal. Make sure the numbers make sense.
mhm,
And don't try to force anything. I think that's where you kind of make mistakes too. But
mhm.
trust your instinct. Don't be scared. Go for it and see what you can do.
And let me just backtrack. I said something. You said that the 215, Mr. Walk, was what you wound up getting, and you asked for 195.
No, no. So
What did you say?
we got 195.5, but
Okay.
we got an offer from a buy and hold investor
Uh huh.
um for 215
After it was ratified.
after we were ratified. I'm sorry, after we were ratified
Okay,
for
so it
one.
was after the fact
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
that
So
would
no,
have
so
been the better. That would have been the better buy, right?
that would have been a better buy.
And
Yeah.
you would have made even more
It,
money
it
than
would have made
35.
even more money. And so we checked him
Ah.
out. He was legitimate. He got properties all over, so he's a legitimate person. But he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yeah, I wanted to buy it and use it as a rental." So so that's why he offered more. So
Yeah.
you never yeah. So he was a buy and hold investor. So, but I was just saying that opportunity, was there. We could have made two times, that amount
Mm-hmm.
if we would have took that offer.
Okay, but you still did all right. I'm
Mm-hmm.
so proud of you guys.
Yeah. We
Thank you so
thank you so
much.
much.
I'm so proud of you guys. It just warms my heart, and I just walk away saying, "Raise your hand to the Lord." I'm big on that, and a lot of people don't want to talk about that, on live or whatever. But I have no shame in letting people know where the help come from, and you
Mhm.
guys don't either because you talked about the ministry and what you do and how you got over here. So that's a beautiful thing. So I am going to let you go now. I know you have stuff to do. I'm grateful that you're part of Next Level. If
Got more
there,
phone calls.
I'm sorry. You
We
gotta go
got
again. You gotta make the phone
more.
calls. The Walkers gotta go get online and go make the phone
Mhm.
calls and go find another deal. Keep
Mhm.
pushing, keep going. Don't give up. Always know the more people you help, the more money you make. The more problems you solve, the more money you make. And keep the people first and bring the money to the back, and then it just kind of finds its way to you in your
Mhm.
pocket that you take home. Guys, Next Level, if you don't know who we are, they just told you. Okay. I am excited about you guys. I hope to see you guys at the summit. Um, Invite family and friends. Those of you that are listening to me right now, the dates are July 23rd, 24th, 25th from 10 to 2. It's something for everyone. And next level is going to be building a block. And the name of my block is Cecilia's Way. Okay.
Mhm.
And believe it or not, one of my colleagues sent something they found in Georgetown that said Cecilia Way. And I knew then it was destiny. I'm going to be getting my lot, my block, my place with my name on that street, and I'm praying for it. So I just want to say thank you guys for that's right, Sony's in the house, okay, all my club members. I saw North Carolina out there too, and so I am grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for bringing it in, coming in to share. And guys, if you heard what they said, it's real, okay? Put in the work and the results will come. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. God bless you. I hope to see you guys real soon. Thank you, and thank you for your donation.
Thank you.
Dr. Darby is going to be very happy, and Coach is too, because you guys care and you're givers, and you're gonna always be blessed. So right now, I better go to work too, so I can go find me another flip, because I got something up my sleeve. Bye, guys. Take care. I'll see you next time. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.